soft drum roll. The world spins fast, but I'm in control.
Heart on fire with a golden glow. Lights in my eyes tell me where to go. Rhythm flows deep and I won't deny. A feeling so loud it could touch the sky. Catch the VYB, let it rise, let it shine. Take my hand, feel the moment unwind. From the spark to the wave, it's all for you. From VYB to VY, we're breaking through. Catch the VYB, let it rise, let it shine. Take my hand, feel the moment unwind. From the spark to the wave, it's all for you. From VYB to VY, we're breaking through. VYB, let it rise, let it shine. VYB, let it rise, let it shine.
Breathing in air that charges the soul. Life's a dance floor, no matter the goal. Energy circles, electric and wild. VYB is freedom, run free like a child. Deep syncopations pulse through my veins. Every beat cleanses like summer rains. In the chaos there's a sweet design. VY state of mind is purely divine. VYB, let it rise, let it shine. Take my hand, feel the moment unwind. From the spark to the wave, it's all for you.
Hey yo, what's up? What's up? This is the Switch, and I'm with my co-host.
Mercy Wendy, your favorite bestie.
And along with us, we are having our visitors for the day, which is
This is Joshua.
and
Pavin.
all right. You know the segments all the same. We are starting with international news, followed by the local news, followed by the question of the hour, the favorite songs, the movies that are coming out for the movie lovers, and the simple conclusion. So before we start the show, we are going to go for a little commercial break. Thank you.
Chapter systems are offline. And all-time favorites.
Hey yo, vibes on vibe, yo, feel the vibe. We are entertainment, CBM radio. We are that station that you're looking for, that your mama warned you about, yo. We are entertainment.
Add us to your favorites. Add us to your favorites.
Add us to your favorites.
And keep your browser locked.
Keep your browser locked. Yeah, this station's got soul.
Hey yo, CBM radio, feel the vibe, man.
Yeah, this station's got soul.
The same vibe. Welcome back from that short commercial break.
Yeah.
We've come back with the first segment, the favorite. I don't know whether it's the shortest, but it's the most interesting. International news.
Yeah.
And with the first international news, we are beginning with Kanye's new song featuring his daughter. And it was released on 15th March. The song, I think it's out to Diddy.
Oh.
Diddy Party.
Oh.
Yes, the number one predator. Anyways, this song features the daughter and she raps. There's a part where she raps, and the song, I feel like it's between two good friends, and it begins with that recorded music, recorded phone call, whereby one confesses to the other that, love you, man, you've been here for me and all that. Yeah. It's a Diddy specious thing, but anyways, friendship. And in our next topic, same segment, international news, we are having our visitor. He's giving us one of the international news. Josh, say hello.
Hello, everyone. So, for today's segment on international news, we have Justin Bieber's recent release of images of pictures he took with his siblings. amidst speculations where his fans have been worried about his health issues, because lately the man has been, looking sick. He's been looking skinny, and it also reminds me of speculations that have been going on about Ariana Grande. She's also going through the same stuff. Recently, she acted in a movie called
Wicked.
I think Wicked. Yeah, Wicked. But fans have been worried about her condition because she looks skinnier than usual. And it's quite worrying because some say it could be some dangerous disease, like maybe cancer or something, which reminds me of what Chadwick Boseman went through. But then others are saying it could be maybe drugs, or she's not using her cosmetics or whatever. So seeing these two celebrities going through the same thing, and also knowing
They really don't come out that much
true.
because, trust me, that guy looked way good. I wanted to be Justin Bieber when I was young.
Every boy wanted to.
The cool hair.
Yeah, because of the attention he got from the girls. That's why.
No, I was actually jealous because of the voice. I wanted to sing.
That's a lie.
I'm good at singing.
That's a lie. Don't lie to the people, please. Let's go on.
But the fact that they don't really come out to say their problems, things eat them from this. That pressure you can get.
Actually, Ariana, she came out and said that the reason for her weight loss is because for the last 4 years, she has got enough cosmetics and Botox. So she's trying to look as natural as possible. And then also the sudden weight loss.
Wait. When you say that as natural as possible,
Like she's no longer using those on her body.
from Sam & Cat, the girl looked thick. And
Yeah, but that's because
So
she
wait,
was
by
using...
then she was still innocent.
Wait,
Yes.
my question is, when she was in Sam and Cat, was it cosmetics or something? It
Yes,
wasn't natural?
She was using those stuff, Botox,
Oh, wow.
cosmetics, blah, 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 to look like that. But then also, another contributor to her sudden weight loss was because she's been on antidepressants.
She's depressed.
Yeah.
Celebrity.
Yeah. Celebrity jazz, what they go through in Hollywood.
I'm not a celebrity, so
So-
I can't relate.
But soon. So maybe that could be what's going on with Justin Bieber. But hopefully, maybe, it's not something
People are wicked.
dangerous because, like the movie. because-
Recently I watched a comment from Wicked. They were saying something about her weight.
Yeah.
Okay, the appearance.
Yeah.
Like she has grown skinny,
she's going skinny.
way skinnier.
Like-
So guy was like, the reason as to why she's skinny, she's a witch. And Wicked is a movie about the witch coming out in public. Yeah, really. Well, there's one thing in this world. If you come out and you don't give a reason as to why something is happening to you,
They'll make assumptions.
they'll make assumptions, and negative ones. What if they said she's overworking out? You think someone is going to say, she's overworking out? No. People would be like,
she's
abortion,
taking drugs.
doing
She's-
drugs. The devil is draining her. Like, who does that? Anyways.
But anyway, aside from that, it's glad to see that fans are sort of on the positive side. Some are defending Ariana. Most of her stands, as they call them, are supporting her. And recently she came out and talked about it. So it's comforting news to know for now.
Apparently.
And hopefully we'll get to hear something from Justin Bieber about his sudden appearance. But it's good to see that he's posting more pictures with his siblings.
Yes, that's
Yeah.
really nice. So, on another, apparently, like, I'm putting it like in a way that in case like you have a problem, usually it's very good to talk to someone. And if you have a problem, reach out to someone close. Tell them. Pavin here tells me, right? Pavin. Anyways, on the other side, I'm taking you back to 1944. Many of you might ask, but that's not news. Apparently, it is. Because this is when George Stinney, he was a 14-year-old, 14, executed. He's considered as the youngest person to be executed. He was executed in South Carolina. 14, he was like 14 years. He was black.
Okay. You see
So-
it now.
He was convicted in that year, and by then, law was against the colored people. Are they? They're called colored.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's what they were by then.
Yeah. So it was in this. Okay, they bring it one of the portraits in day-to-day life as a form and a point of, something that let's say it's a card during the racist debates. They pull it out as a card. So in 1944, young George Stinney was arrested due to a murder between two young white girls that were found dead after being seen. He was the last person seen with these two girls, and they were found dead near a railway. So, no, apparently not near a railway, but it was somewhere. But then it was these two social towns were divided by a railway. So the houses where George Stinney used to live were owned by some, by then they were called what? Industrial, something of that sort.
Yeah, I think so.
So where they provide workers with houses where to live in.
Yeah.
So he was arrested with no one knowing. The parents did not know. You get? The siblings did not know. No one knew. So they pick him up, take him to court. No, they take him to prison. And he was they investigated everything within the shortest time period possible. So he was put in an investigation room. No one knows what they talked about, but the officers claim he accepted the murder. He pleaded guilty. So then he was taken for trial. His trial lasted 2 hours, and the judge said he was guilty and was sentenced to death by electric chair.
What's crazy about this thing is that the jury decided that this young boy, as young as he was guilty. They had no concrete proof other than a false eyewitness saying that he was, the last time they saw the girls, he was in their presence.
Yeah.
And in only 10 minutes, it took the jury of those people to sentence the young man to death.
The young man to death. I have seen some videos. I think they are fan-made, and this child, he was crying. Imagine they take you to a death chair, they take you to an electric chair, whereby you do not fit in the chair. It was made for people beyond 20, manly bodies. And the helmet, there's a helmet they put on.
Yeah.
His head was too small. I don't know how they did it, but they said test him today. You get? It's quite unfair during those days, but it's very, very convincing how they've come out nowadays because they've revived the case recently and investigating.
Yeah.
And the family of the deceased, the two girls, still say he's what? Guilty. Apparently, you don't blame them because, you've lost someone, and I've seen people who you lose someone in someone's hand, and everything points to them, the anger and everything.
Well, for more of this news can be found on YouTube. You can find it on Daily Blast Live. But some of the comments addressing this issue show that people are torn apart by this, especially with the way this seems to be more racially driven.
Yeah.
So some of the comments are like, it was not just injustice, but a terrible judicial murder. Rest in peace, brother George Stinney. Another comment goes along the lines of, the judges of that time should not be fined and convicted of racism and murder. The policemen charged with gross negligence.
Yes.
Another comment is, I hope the people who assumed he was the murderer scream in pain in hell. So you can see people are divided by this, of course.
Obviously, the blacks would. By then, you see the setting.
Yes.
The setting was when people are there was so much
Racial profiling.
Yes.
Yeah.
To an extent, there's even a time I saw in encyclopedia. I don't want to mention the country. A black girl put in a zoo for tourism.
Oh yeah.
You're not putting a chimpanzee.
I've seen that one. Yeah.
You're putting an actual.
a woman. It was a woman, I think.
Me, I saw a girl, 19 something or 18 something.
It's the same thing. So something close to that. It was a South African woman. She was taken from South Africa, I think, taken to Britain. I think it was in the 1800s, and she was a tourist attraction all because of her body shape. But you know what I'm talking about when I say yeah. So,
African women, frame.
Yeah. So many people would pay to see how this woman looked, and she did all of that. They subjected her to be completely naked. So hundreds of people, men, women, grown children, little kids would see this woman. It was degrading because of her race.
Yes.
So yeah.
But apparently we are thankful for this enlightened world. These are the things that are being fought off from sports and social life. And it's very, very nice because we have white friends now.
Yeah.
And it's really nice that we are not separate by the color of our skin,
Yeah.
but by the blood, the color of the blood. Who has green blood? Except Pavin. Yeah? But then we are one. We are together, brother and sister. Wendy, can you take us away from this?
Well, when it comes to our local Ugandan entertainment news, we have Winnie Nwaji on the block. You know, there's that word she normally says, fire, baby. Everywhere, fire, baby.
I'm not moved, and I don't know that word.
Because you're racist, man.
No.
Well, Winnie Nwaji is on the headlines of Ugandan Dance Nights, and she'll be performing at the upcoming Uganda Dance Night. And she'll also be joined by some other, renowned dancers. And she's promising to give us like electrifying experience, and all the attendees will definitely be, vibes.
And where is this dance night going to be? Is it in Uganda or?
It will be in Uganda, baby.
Oh, okay.
And then next to the celebrity news, we have Zari Hassan, the boss lady. She's facing tax issues, you people.
Do I pay taxes?
Yes, Josh, everyone pays taxes.
You pay the VAT.
What's a VAT?
Value added tax.
It felt like a Russian word. A VAT.
Well, so Zari Hassan, she's a socialite and entrepreneur who is reportedly facing a tax bill of over R5 million. And she's allegedly charged with non-payment, and this is bringing her financial dealings into the spotlight. Can you imagine being this billionaire, and then you feel like, me, I do not have bills, no one can tax me.
What's your budget?
Exactly. Oh my goodness. So Zari, apparently, she also had a son who had a prom party.
Yeah, and every Ugandan lady wished there would be a prom date too.
But I'm just asking myself.
No, except my mom. Sorry.
I'm just asking myself, why didn't this dude choose at least a black woman?
Wait, she went with a white
A
woman?
white.
But it's
That was a
fine.
Muzungu.
It's fine.
No, it was his choice,
It
by
was
the way,
choice.
because I think at the school the son goes to, there are more of white ladies than the black ladies. So I think he had no option at that
I
point.
feel like Wendy wants to be the black lady.
I was just thinking,
Yeah, I would also wish to be the
imagining.
black
no,
lady
no,
because
no,
the
no.
convoys.
Don't Pavi.
It was, why not me?
And
Why?
this brings us back to like normal human beings, the ass, of course, low budget. Okay, I'm not a low budget person, but I just feel like sometimes being a celebrity, it comes with a lot. So you just have to be like careful with what you tell people out there, what you give them, because these days social media is like, give us this, we want to know everything about you. And then when you're in problems, after exposing your financial standards and stuff, that's when they'll be like, hey, yadi daga.
That's true. But then sometimes it's not what you put out. There are friends of mine who think I'm rich.
But then you look
Which friends? We don't think you're rich. We don't think you're rich, Josh.
Actually,
Stop lying.
my friendship doesn't stop in this side. Yes. There are people who think I'm rich. I've never, maybe the picture I put out, like, when you put out intelligence and elegance, people think you're high. To an extent, they start praising you out in the shadows. But when you fail, that's when they come out.
Exactly.
We thought you're smart. You could do better.
And by the about Zari, there's even when I heard that her surgeries went up to like $1,000.
Surgery for what?
Body surgeries.
The
She does a lot of
bums,
different
the
surgeries. The breasts,
hips,
the bums.
the nose.
The legs, like
But either
has
way,
to look on like
the
a
man
person
is
on
called
point.
Lutaya and I'm a Lutaya. We consider best.
You guys, you have
I'm
the
proud.
perfect eyes.
Which?
Anyway, like as in when it comes to spotting beautiful
Obviously,
ladies,
the
and
names I carry, you hear Lutaya, Zari, Joshua, Baraka.
You're a whole celebrity.
I tell you, wait for mine.
Mm-hmm.
My couple.
Should we tell these people?
About
Josh?
what? About what?
Okay, let's keep that a secret.
Back to the local news, of course. We have Anne Kansime, our favorite. Okay, I do not know whether she's your favorite too.
She
Yeah.
was my favorite. She's still
She was?
somewhere. No, as in not I gave up on her, but I loved Nobody. No. She had a show. Don't Mess with Kansime.
Yeah,
was
yeah.
it done?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm.
And
there's a way she
she
speaks
also
that
had that.
Western
It
line.
was a reality show on Palm Magic. There's even when she had.
You can't see me. Something like that. It's
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
like
yeah.
you can't see me, but it's you can't see me like in
Yeah,
her name.
her name, yeah. This lady has revealed her early struggles with conception.
Were they like Howard's?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
She decided to open up, attributing challenges to the past abortions and shedding light on her personal journey. This brings me to, let me ask you guys, do you feel like Anne Kansime can, have an abortion?
Okay, apparently, what I would say is she... Okay, if she said it to me, not to me, but if she said it to out loud, I would really be fine with it, because people have lives behind us.
Yeah, true.
You might just see Joshua looking, oh, this good, but somewhere, somehow, I won't say nothing.
Well, Anne Kansime is this lady who started with a guy from Eastern Uganda. Those two got married and then they broke up, I hear, because she didn't want to give birth. So the family, the guy's family was like, why is it? Yeah, we want children and what? And then she was like, she doesn't want to be pressurized. She's not yet ready. She's still, going on with her career. And then they had to break up. She got some other guy from the West who apparently has a kid with her, a son. You know the name?
No, we don't.
The son is there. He looks like the dad. And I just feel like Anne Kansime is not this type of person who would have
Are you
an
from West?
abortion. No, I'm not from the West, unfortunately.
What's that supposed to mean?
When she's speaking about it, she has that. Does she motivate you like?
No, I just love Anne Kansime because of the way she used to present her work in comedy. She used the real Ugandan accent, from the West. Yeah, everything. Even when she used to go out, she would speak something in her language, and then people would be like, "Oh, why you get it?"
And most of her comedies are relatable, to African parents and all that. You can definitely relate to most of her comedy.
She gave out real content, and it was funny. Reason being, it felt local. It felt really local. Yeah. So, but these are celebrities. They have pressures. You know this new song, Anxiety. Keep on watching me. They're always eyes looking. There's always a paparazzi somewhere in a bush with a camera, waiting for a picture as a headline. You get? Anyways, we are closing the news, and apparently when we are coming back, but before we go for the commercial break, we have a very interesting question for you. I feel like it would create, how do they call those? A stampede among men and women. Yes, only men and women, no others. Anyways, what's the question? Can you give us the question?
Do you support a girl who invests in their man, or a man to be the one who invests the woman.
I'm keeping my things for that sector.
Yeah, let's.
I'm coming with fire.
Mhm.
Women are going to subdue. You're going to bend down and give us money.
Exactly. So,
Anyways.
ladies and gentlemen, hope you've had the question. When we come back for the other segment, we shall be discussing the question of the hour. And for now, we'd like to go for a short commercial break. And don't forget, this show is proudly sponsored by CBM TV and the National Innovation Hub.
Not forgetting our one and only, the upcoming and the best CGI masters when it comes to commercials, films, animations, magnificent pictures. Thank you, everyone.
Show we're going to be talking about the latest Ugandan music.
Yay!
Yeah, and with our first song, we have Chindekere by Lydia Jasmine. And we also have Mpeke by Unknown Prosper. Fit Aroma Music, is it? Yeah. Then we also have Njakuona by Chris Evans. We have Amavivi by Pastor Wilson Bugembe. Our pastor. Have you been hearing the news about Pastor Bugembe? The latest trending news with Dr. Jan
From the UK?
Yes, yes.
I just feel like those guys should just get married.
It has been a very interesting topic on TikTok. And then we also have Sumagiza by Tracy Melon.
Oh, I love her song.
Yeah, I love her voice. Kakana.
Exactly.
Yes, it is a very nice song. And those are actually the only two songs I know from her. But I love both of them. Yeah, they are very, very nice songs. And then we are also going to be having a segment of the movies from Josh and Josh.
Yeah. Apparently, we are two separate people.
J squared.
J squared. JJ. Hey, you can call us whatever you want. And apparently, we are besties. Wow. Don't it's a main thing. You just say, oh. Yeah.
Okay.
Apparently, the movies that we are first of all going to give you the movies that have come out. And my best coming from Millie Bobby Brown, aka 11 from Stranger Things. We are having Electric State. We are having a Netflix movie. I think it's a Netflix movie called Demon City. And those are the two ranked. They are very good. Like when we say ranked, as in they are top notch. We are having, I think those are the two movies because they were ranked. I was like filtering them out. But then seeing Millie Bobby Brown, like apparently she has been appearing in very many movies, Josh. There's one I've forgotten. It's all about when she was with the dragon. I've forgotten the name.
Same. Forgot the name, but I know what it's about.
Yeah. And we see. Do you know I even found a video of her? She made a song video when she was still young. I think by the time she played 11, because Stranger Things is really, really, really like that old.
Yeah.
I was still in primary, if I remember well.
Primary, no, maybe secondary, but primary.
It was primary, something like P7.
It's not that old.
No, come on, you can look down.
But she's
our
a
age.
2006 born.
But she's our age.
I'm not your age, my guy.
She's our age. She's our age. So Stranger Things can't be that old.
So, like, that girl, I thought it was a boy when I had first started Stranger Things. You might think it's a boy.
Yeah, because of the hair.
Apparently, she's looking good. She's growing up. She's going way beyond the limits we expected. Like, every year, I think she appears in a movie. And for the great movie lovers, we are having Captain America, Brave New World. And this movie has been everywhere. I don't want to disappoint people. I think I mentioned it in my last show that I was here. But people are like, it's good. It's not that good, but it's good. And I want to give out spoilers.
No,
I won't.
No.
I won't. I know you all want me to give you a spoiler.
No, we don't.
Captain America is black.
Please, no. Please, bro. No.
And there is a Red Hulk. Those are the spoilers I can give you. And maybe another spoiler I can give you in future. I was in the theaters. Whoever is listening, I saw your partner with someone. That's a spoiler. And apparently, Josh is going to provide us with movies that are not yet out, but they are coming out very soon.
So for all you movie lovers out there, we have some of the hottest movies coming out soon. Starting with, we have Mortal Kombat 2 for all the gamers.
They're creating Mortal Kombat
2. Which is coming out on October 24th, 2025. And then we'll have... actually, it's a sequel to the 2021 film adaptation of the popular 90s fighting game, which introduces new characters like Johnny Cage and Shao Kahn and so many others. Then we have Materialists. I do not know much about that one, but all I know is that it's premiering on June 13th, 2025. And it's a romantic comedy for all you singles and couples out there who want...
No. Let me spoil it.
No. For all you guys looking for a nice romantic comedy out there, so you can look forward to this.
Me and Josh.
Lord. We shall watch Heart Eyes. For those that never watched Heart Eyes, spoiler alert, it's anti-love. Horror. A Valentine's Day horror. Now imagine watching that with your woman on a Valentine's Day, with a murderer going around killing people, coupling. You're good with a couple, they stab you, Yes, I'm anti-love.
Let us not go there. Then next we have Thunderbolts, which is coming out on May 2nd of this year.
Thunderbolt, that's a Marvel movie, right?
Yes, it is. It's a Marvel
seeing the
film.
Super Soldier, right?
It brings together a group of anti-heroes and villains, expanding the MCU's narrative. So, characters to expect, we have Deadpool and we have the Red Hulk. That's all I can say for now.
Thunderbolt?
Yeah.
Thunderbolt. No.
It's here. The picture is here. We have Deadpool.
I remember.
We have Red Hulk. I think
Thunderbolt.
We also have Ghost Rider. He's returning. All these guys together. These are but a few of the upcoming actors who are going to be featured in this film.
But there's this Marvel movie coming out soon, and it has the Winter Soldier and the Winter Soldier, Ghost from Ant-Man, and I think from the movie Black Widow. We're having that guy who he also played in Stranger Things as the father of 11. He plays as some super soldier something as well. That's the Thunderbolt, I know.
Well, this is a new one. The next, we have one of the movies that has already received hate before it has come out.
Which one?
Which is Disney's Snow White.
Oh my God.
As you can all hear, for two reasons. Number one, people on the internet have mixed feelings about the two actresses. The main character, I do not know her name, unfortunately. And then also Gal Gadot, who is famous for her roles as Wonder Woman in the MCU. Now, the reason why they're having mixed feelings about this movie is because Gal Gadot has had a couple of cringe performances in her last movies, her most famous one.
Kaleo, no.
So already the trailer has come out and people have already turned it into negative memes.
Apparently, one of the things, Disney refused to employ midgets.
Exactly.
They're using CGI,
which is wrong.
100%.
Which is very wrong.
They should. I'm not condemning, but that's the use of actors and actresses nowadays. Okay, I don't blame Hollywood because I've done this apparently on one of the magnificent short clips coming out. We are implementing CGI and actual short film to see it's almost like a laboratory experiment, but this one is more of a CGI and movie based. If Ugandan movies combine CGI, leave alone the CGI of movies of long ago, around like 20 years ago, 10 years ago, and we are not yet overusing CGI in our movies. I don't know why, but so Magnificent has that role, and we feel like we are not entitled, but a desire. You understand? Yeah. So I replaced my own actor with a CGI model.
Well, for you it's different because we're still starting. We can't afford the high top actors, but this is Disney. These guys have billions of dollars. Why couldn't they afford 7-12 actors?
I feel like this guy from Gonde, Game of Thrones, who was supposed to be a man.
He would have been perfect for one of those roles. But anyway, the movie is already receiving negative reviews before it even comes out. And since it's coming out March 21st, you guys should be one of the first people to view it, to see for yourself if it truly deserves all the hate that's coming towards it or not. Should we give this a second chance or should we just trash it before it even comes out? And then finally, for the gamers who are also movie lovers, we have the Minecraft movie that's coming out very soon on April 4th, 2025. For those who are not familiar with this movie, it's an anticipated movie coming out from the world's most popular video game, Minecraft.
Yes. And we are having a short commercial break. We are returning with our question. A question that's going to boil blood. In fact, it's already, I'm seeing comments, texts flying in. I feel like even someone to call and express that pain. Mostly the men.
Yeah,
I know.
Been there.
Yeah, and we are returning soon. Have a nice one.
Walking slow to the beat of my chest, eyes on the sky where the colors grow. The world spins fast, but I'm in control.
Heart on fire with a golden glow. Lights in my eyes tell me where to go. Rhythm flows deep and I won't deny. I'm feeling so loud it could touch the sky. Catch the VYB, let it rise, let it shine. Take my hand, feel the moment unwind. From the spark to the wave, it's all for you. From VYB to VY, we're breaking through. Catch the VYB, let it rise, let it shine. Take my hand, feel the moment unwind. From the spark to the wave, it's all for you. From VYB to VY, we're breaking through. VYB, let it rise, let it shine. VYB, let it rise, let it shine.
Breathing in air that charges the soul. Life's a dance floor, no matter the goal. Energy circles, electric and wild. VYB is freedom, run free like a child. Deep syncopations pulse through my veins. Every beat cleanses like summer rains. In the chaos, there's a sweet design.
See, and we are on the switch. Question of the hour. So the question goes, do you support a girl who invests in their man, or a man is the one to like invest in the woman?
Where was it written?
You've started already.
Yes, this thing, Chibade Chinuma.
Tell us.
Where was it written that a man is the one supposed to sustain a woman? You know, at the beginning, in the beginning, it was not even written in stone. The only thing written in stone was the 10 Commandments.
Okay.
But you guys, the female species, One more Josh Munanga.
Olava. I'm a believer. I read quite a Bible, and the Bible says that a lady was, she was created to help. She's naturally a helper. So my question is, what does she lose if she's investing money in me?
Yes.
My dear. I don't think we are helpers.
What
Yeah,
do you
we're
think?
not,
I don't think we are
definitely not
helpers.
helpers here.
Please.
We are not helpers.
You're misquoting.
You know, when Adam and Eve were being sent out of the Garden of Eden, Adam was tasked to go and suffer, like out of his sweat was his family supposed to be fed.
Where was
And
it put
What
that
makes a family?
Eve was supposed to eat
A
the
family
result?
is a group of people like the woman, the man, the children.
So,
Together.
if a family is a
Yes.
group of people, man and woman, I've got it that. If it is man and woman, then what's wrong for you to invest in me? If I decided to invest in you.
Because I'm
what
supposed
do you
to be
lose
eating out of your sweat. Like you sweat, I get what to eat. That is
Where
what it's
was it
supposed to
written?
be.
I want it written
It's
It
in
was
in
said
the
man is supposed
Where?
to eat from his sweat, but it wasn't said a woman,
Woman
is
must
supposed
eat the
to
result
eat
of the
in the
man's
man's
sweat.
sweat.
But
Honestly
you
speaking.
people are forgetting that women are supposed to be vulnerable, whether we have
Exactly.
You buy the fact that you want to be vulnerable.
If they're supposed
you guys are
We do
supposed
not
to
buy the
provide.
fact the fact that we are supposed to be vulnerable, but there are some things that women do that also men cannot do in the relationship.
Oh, now this is a feminist.
So okay,
man is special. Where are we having it?
because you guys take it so far, like there are some things you guys want women not to be doing, and it is supposed to be fair
Okay.
for us to be doing it.
Mercy,
Yeah.
let me bring it in this way.
Yes.
You're my girlfriend.
Uh-huh.
I'm your boyfriend.
Yes.
Kuba.
Yes.
Now, I decide to take you for KFC this time round. How do you feel?
Well, I would feel good.
Now,
Entitled.
if you decide
She
to
would feel entitled.
if you decide to take me out just to chop your car your car salary
Yeah,
that they
yeah.
have given you, how do you think that I will feel?
Good. I know you would be like, oh, wow, she has
Now,
done something special.
First pause from there. If she does that to me, she takes me out, do you think I'll come back to you?
But then I would also be taking you out. I mean,
No, wait. You have refused to invest in me. Someone else is investing in me. Will that love be balanced?
no, let me tell you one thing. If I'm not, if I'm not able to invest in you, well and good, she can do that for me. Hey, help me.
And first of all, as a man, you're not supposed to be loving, to be invested in. Because as a
Exactly.
man, why do you
And why
feel
would you
happy
want to be
someone
invested?
I'm not
investing in
interested
you?
in you investing in me. But I'm interested you to sacrifice and say, you know what, baby, I have some car. Let's go and spend co. You get
Gifting.
I feel good when actually I even tell it my girlfriend that I feel very good when I'm eating your money. Sometimes if it takes time without me eating, I might ask her, "Nah, baby, Sente yo ndijiri yako di."
Let me
You're
tell
not
you.
supposed to be feeling good about
No,
that.
you are chopping mine every day. So what do you lose if I'm chopping yours just once a while?
Josh, tell us.
This is the thing.
Yes.
This is the thing, yeah? So I'm going to give small sentences, around like 3. If I'm not able to take you where you cannot take yourself, you would call me broke, right?
Yeah.
But the fact that you cannot take yourself there, you say that you're not broke. So if I'm not able to take you where you cannot take yourself, what am I? What are we? If then I'm broke, right? But if you cannot afford, I know you're craving chicken, but you cannot buy it. There, I know in hostel, yeah, you can be craving and you're like, mutiandi de KFC, but sina cent. What do you call yourself?
I don't want to use the word broke because
You see, women
no,
do not
broke suits you
women
guys.
do not want to be called broke. Yet in actual sense, you're broke. In simple terms, you're poor.
You have to look for another word at least. Don't use broke.
No, see, the thing is, we as women have a saying, you're not supposed to go for your mate like money wise. You're supposed, if you're broke, you're supposed to go for someone who is, a little bit higher than you.
Yeah.
Because men are supposed to be providers.
Where is it? I want someone to say
By default.
I want it by default. What? Okay, let's
You guys are supposed
That is how it is.
Let's format reset it. Yeah? I want us to go back to the days of. I want us to go back to the days where people were the same. That's Adam and Eve, right? Things have been. Like there's what we call a psychological. Okay, it's something psychological. If you raise a child telling them they are bad, they'll grow up saying, "I'm what?" And it will take very long for them to change, right? If men, let's assume we've come a long way and we're like, oh, I'm the weak type. Let's say also the men don't have peace, but we have exhaustion and depression sometimes.
Not sometimes.
All
It's
the
in
time.
there, all the time.
Even though you don't order for it, you'll get it. So we'll be also using that. And I'm like, let's change the roles for once. Because there's no concrete proof that it was written somewhere that, oh my God, the man must provide. Who am I to put my money on the table? Pavin, one time you posted this thing. A man has 20K, a woman has 50. How much does the couple have? You said 70. Wrong. That thing was indirect. The couple has 20. The money for the man. Even though the guy says, baby, today buy. You're like, no, I'm broke. But you're having what? Money in the pocket.
That's emergency
Well, that
money.
depends. That depends. You see, there is this
Will that
thing of
emergency even appear?
yes, emergencies appear.
Emergency-
There are things ladies do and men do not
that
even know
emergency will
about
appear.
them.
What,
That
the
emergency will
names?
appear. Then she will say that I'm out of cash. Actually, ladies, they don't say that I'm broke. They say I'm out of cash.
I don't know, but I've grown up knowing that, ever since I was in high school, I was told to always keep emergency money. You do not have to wait for an emergency to occur in order for you to use that money.
Exactly.
But it has, like, in your bag, you should always have that money.
Let me tell you
It's
one thing.
there.
I've just discovered my ex used to have money.
Josh,
Yes.
Fabian has made me to prove my guy's statement. Guy used to say that when you're approaching a girl, don't show that you have cash. Show that you are broke. Do you know why? When you show that you are broke, she will reveal herself to you that she's also having some little cash. Now, after her proving that she's also having some cash, you can also pull your cash. You say, you know what? Let's go and do this. But don't show again that you have more.
Yeah.
Show that you have something small. Because now, if you are saying that you have to keep your money and you chop mine, that's not fair.
Now, let me tell you something.
There's a scenario that you are all students. Now I'm a student, you're also a student. Now you want to chop my money. Where is Musoke?
Let me tell you something about ladies. The problem is with ladies, for a lady to be investing money in you, it's not bad. Okay, I'm not against it. But here is the thing. For a lady to be investing money in you, it depends on how much you've invested in them. Of course, you're not going to come. You're a
it
new
doesn't.
guy. First, listen, you're a new guy. You come to me, you're like, oh, Pavin, I like you. Then I'm like, oh, I like you back. We are dating. So after dating, for the first date we go, and you're like, we have to split the bill in 50-50. Like, what is that? Who does that? Okay? So, exactly. So the thing is, you
Now,
have to have
let me be
spent
honest
a
on
lot
this.
of money on me for me to be spending on you.
I wanted to bring it in this way. That if a man requests for a date, that is his responsibility. Now, if a lady requests that let's go for a date, that's a lady's responsibility. Because also, let's go for a date, and I tell you the fact, you
They
know what?
indirectly do it, my man.
I tell you point blank that I am out of cash. You are
Same.
taking me, but I don't have cash.
Even when I'm taking you out, like it's me who has asked you to go out, but I'm a step ahead of you. Like I know we have to go for that outing, but you're delaying the point. Like I'm helping you put the point out. It doesn't
Which
mean that when you go
point?
for the date, I have to pay.
Let's
Like
cancel this
yo,
and get Josh's point of view. Let me cancel this and let's get Josh's point of view. Then we get to the comments and argue them more. So Pavin says it will depend on how much you put in her. 1 divided by 1 equals 0.
0. How?
They cancel. Let me say, we've cancelled a number that cancels each other. How much if I give her 50 and next time she gives me 50? What does that mean? The 50 I gave her
it's like
returned
I
to
paid
me.
a date.
That's what I'm saying. in simple terms, don't give her money. She want to give you money. Invest in yourself.
That's wrong.
No, that's
Actually,
true.
What I
That
believe,
is
what
wrong,
she said
Josh.
is wrong,
That
and
is
what you also
very
said is wrong. Me, what I believe in is that one, you cannot just start investing in someone you have just seen. First date, utanikidao kusasanya.
Pavini yampa sense.
On the first date. Two. Now, let me bring it like this. For a girl to start investing in you, that means that you have spent some good time together.
Exactly.
She will also say, you know what, Josh, look, actually, she would just say that, Josh, they look to get trail on them. This can spoil ourselves.
And you know, if you've been spending money on someone,
she will even say that.
Bojano ngamba that I have an emergency. We are dating and you've been spending on me. Bojano ngamba you have an emergency. I'll be giving you back the money you've always been giving me because you've been spending on me. That is how it's supposed to be.
But it's not how it's supposed to be.
But investing is investing.
I'm free to use the money and tell you
I was in high school, and that word investing was a big word. Like, I invest in you, you have to give something back.
No,
to
I mean
me.
the same money, not something else.
Investing means you have to pay back,
Investing.
but in this case, you're giving me. If I want to give it back, I will. If you have a problem, but if I don't want, I can still say I don't have the money. So,
Josh, what do you really think?
This is a very heated argument. But anyway, the question was, do you support a girl investing money in a guy when they're in a relationship? You have to remember, both of you are in a relationship. I agree with you guys. Like, if you have just started seeing each other, as the guy, you give in a bit. Don't expect anything back in return. But also... but also...
Josh, Goyagara, you give your money. Maybe
Hey, but
so just take your money to the bank.
hey, but don't put in. Also, you don't put in too much that you leave nothing for yourself. Use in moderation. But then also for ladies, you are in a relationship. Of course, if it comes to you supporting your man, if he needs it, do it. Why? This makes him feel loved and he's cared for. Men appreciate that stuff. Ladies who are listening to this, if you want to make your man feel that he's loved and cared for, invest in him a little bit. Buy him something.
He's in love. That's right.
All I can say is that, okay, let me use this example. I have a friend of mine. She has a guy who she really loves. Okay, they love each other, like real stuff.
Yeah.
But then this girl gets like a general, like Munamaji. An investor, in other words. And then she's like, Mercy, I got this investor. I'm just going to get this money from this investor. And when I feel like my guy needs something, I'm not going to give him hard cash because I know he'll ask me, where did you get this money from? And you boys have a tendency of asking, Zino centos, Ompadde centos, ZJ, you understand?
Exactly. See, I also have a friend. When like the girl is like, she's a girl and she has a boyfriend. When she goes to the salon to do her nails or hair without asking the man for money, the man is going to be like, sent as tutem salon or ZJ.
Because how
broke
guys, even guys with money.
No, those are broke. Exactly.
Because no, money is supposed to be
No.
Let me tell you one thing.
It's the insecure ones who ask, where did you get that money from?
No,
a real man knows
even
that.
guys with money can even ask, where did you get that money to do your hair from?
Are known for being broke.
And that's why
Still.
and that's why we have it in our heads that, you know what? This guy is supposed to invest in me. I'm not supposed to get money from out.
No,
you understand?
No. What if she's working? What if she's working? What if she's working?
No, in this situation, the girl is not working. The girl is not working, but she has parents. You see, before they met with this guy, the parents used to provide.
Exactly.
But now at this point that the guy is used to providing, she's asking like, why are you not asking me for money? Sentence to Tem Saloon, where did you get that money from? So because he knows as a guy, you're supposed to provide for your lady. Once you have that lady, the responsibility is of the parents for providing. The man is supposed to be providing.
Responsibility. I take over responsibilities after swearing that from today onwards, she's my wife.
Actually,
after
Before
making the
swearing,
vows.
you have to prove you
No,
can take
there's
care
nothing,
of this
actually,
woman.
there's nothing of proving in love.
You have to prove to
No.
the parents you can take
And
care of
let me
their
tell you
daughter
this.
because
Let me tell you this.
as a
If you
daughter,
start
if-
proving,
Prison you despite you.
if
No, let
you
me
start
tell you
proving in
something,
a
eh?
relationship,
My
my guy, you
parents-
end up being broke. You end up being depressed. What if that day comes when you're out of money?
Now let me tell you something. My
Uh-huh.
parents. Okay, I have elder sister.
Mm-hmm.
She has a boyfriend. Apparently they are engaged. But before the engagement, my sister talked to my parents about the guy, and my sister had been like she stopped asking for help from my mom and all that. I need to do my hair, I need to do my nails and all that, because the guy was providing. So before that, my mom would ask the girl that, if I let you have this guy, like if you have a boyfriend, you've presented the point, well and good. You're old enough to be having a boyfriend. But how do I prove that this boyfriend can take care of you even when things went wrong? Like, for example, you've had sex and you're pregnant. This guy cannot even provide money for you to do your nails or your hair. So how are you going to look like? Like, will you come back to your parents for that help in case things go west? Like, you need to prove.
Now I'm saying maybe some of us are dating planning kids when we don't know. Because
My in-law.
there are something that I don't expect my girlfriend to ask me.
Like
money
what?
for nails, money for hair.
Yes, of course they won't ask. Now, for example,
That
me,
is another
I
responsibility.
cannot ask. No, leave that aside. Even if I had a man, Josh, oh my God. Even if I had a man, I wouldn't be asking them for money to do my nails and my hair. Why? Because I'm not used to asking. My parents provide even before I ask. So I expect that
let
from
this
a
be
man.
a disclaimer to
I
boys.
expect a man to
My
know
guys,
that I need the
if
money
a lady
even
is over
before I
asking
ask.
you for money, run away.
Run away.
Don't even look behind. Because
If she does not
let me
say to
tell you this,
invest in
Joshua,
something
if you
in this
build a
business-
relationship on money, that relationship is not going to last. I've
Exactly.
experienced this because
Guys, I just
I've
won
been
myself a 5K.
I've been in a relationship. I've been in a relationship. That was my high school. And I tried like, man, my high school, that Form 6, Form 5, I had money. Like I could get money in every resource. Now I was like, let me try to get a chick. Now I started, saying that, investing. Now when I started the first date, I showed her that I have money. You know what the girl did? She was from the arts, I was from the sciences. And for us, I was doing physics. We used to study from the physics lab. The girl shifted from the arts class to the physics lab. Can you imagine? Started being there. Now, because you love the person, you don't even care. My guy was like, man, you overspending. Man, time came, I couldn't cross the line of the powerhouse going for Porsche. I was like, why should I go there? Canteen is here. We have yogurt and keke snacks.
Now, first of all, Josh, you were in wrong, like as a high school student who still asks for your parents to provide. Why are you dating?
No, my point was, now let's be honest. Let's be honest. We have all been in high school. You can't tell me that you have never been dated or you have never been dating.
Do you know the theory behind girls dating boys who are older than them? It's because these boys can provide. Like, if I'm in high school, I expect to be having someone with a job. They are going to provide.
When you're dating, when you're dating an old
Exactly.
guy,
You're taking advantage of.
no. This is the thing, yeah. When you're dating a younger person than you expect them to be like, you expect them to be. You understand, yeah? Girls, yeah, all they want, it's that structure. You understand, yeah? Not the money. You people,
You brought my point.
Let's stay on point.
You
That
brought my
takes me
point.
back to the point of date who you can manage.
No, I don't believe in that. I don't believe in that. Do you know why I don't believe in that? Do you know why I don't believe in that? The bad thing, we are online, and someone may listen to this. But I once dated a minister's daughter.
Oh,
But do you know how I dated her?
they are listening.
We're in MDD.
Yeah.
And I used that chocolate. Because she used to love chocolate. So I used chocolate. Do you know how much it was?
It was, better it was cheap.
200.
How do you know?
No, because I've done the same.
This was
I
small
don't
ones,
buy
I
for
sell
my
at
woman
streets.
expensive
Yeah,
things.
yeah.
I bought at 200. Yeah.
Yes.
I bought 200. Two of them at 400. I was having mine. Those ones that having I love you. I treat you as a friend. Now I bought that one. I treat you as a friend. Now when I gave it to her, the next day she also came with a big chocolate. I was like, wanontebye. Like that's why I started like when you are going to date someone, you don't show the person into you have.
Yeah.
Like show the person that
Dikoma kuba naba minister.
no
Plant
man
kids. Plant kids don't even expect
Let me
a
tell you,
lot.
the moment
Katika kugambe, this is the thing, yeah? Kino kye kisookebwako for the guys who are venturing into love. First of all, get a girlfriend. She might consume, but let her have a vision. Bakubana abalinga obusaanyi tulye. Mumanyi obusaanyi bw'emmwanyi nga bwasazeewo kulya. You understand? Yeah? Ezo ziyola buyoze. There is something getting a girl and she has a vision. You understand? Nga she sees that, whoa, let's do. The energy you get as a guy or a man when your girl says, can't we create like a shop? You understand? At this kind of man, I bring this and you bring this and we create a shop. This is called supporting. You're not omusajja takula. Naye muli mukali you're getting let's say mwena mufunamu. How? She has a vision. Oyo mukazi ategeera. Bakubino tugende ku Sheraton. Baby, this cloth. Yet she can never even.
Josh, who told you that people who eat at Sheraton don't have visions? Actually,
I've not said that.
No, that's what your point is saying. That omukazi wakugamba mutwala out.
Oh, aba ine duka lye, aba ina buli kimu. Yes, mugende. But there is something kyotuza ku mulenzi. I once saw a message a guy wrote and he was like, I had this girl, yeah? He had a girl. Yali no muposi. This guy is a porter. You understand? Dude went, worked himself out. Gumanyi okupota wadde sikola eh? Then you look at your friend ngakoze okupota nga he's all. They get how much. Remember, those things depend on favorism and also anyakumanyi. Ojja tuukopota olunaku lulamba ogenda okusasula gaya gambe bakuwa ebiri lunakuwa 5. You're like, and dude is like, obedde owalula wheelbarrow nkalu wegamye gaya kusanga the sun is much, yeah? Dude will ask you wegamye bire. You understand? Yeah? So, I've actually been in places whereby I was one of those kids for the managers. You get to look around, you get to see how everything is done. You understand? I've tried also to work, but sija kulima mbiri gwange si mukozi gwejo mirimu. That's why I make sure I make sure I use what I have. I use my brain. I use my brain. Wekuba kupota, I'll go look how they do it. I'll make sure that I use my brain so that no one's saying you're weak. You understand? So this guy works the entire day. He sends to the girl. Guess what he got back? He was like, hey, it's been a long day. I've been pushing. This is all I've managed to get. Guess how much? 10K. Guess the reply. Guess the reply. Chick was like, you mean the 10K? You mean 10K is money? First of all, you don't know where that money came from.
That's the day I would delete your contact. I won't block you, but I will delete your contact.
Now that means this dude was dealing with a lady who was not of his caliber.
It's called love.
What do you? No. Let us leave love out of this whole conversation, first of all. Because if someone loves you, first listen, if someone loves you, they are going to make sure they are content with whatever you're providing.
That's on the woman's side. Exactly. We are talking about the boy.
Do you know you can be in a relationship with someone who doesn't love you?
Obviously.
Exactly.
She's a victim.
So if you're going for someone who doesn't love you, go for your class. If you're looking for love, go for someone you can manage. Ngane wobo mwade 15 kumala omwezi, they are going to be happy with that.
Ochimanyi ne class na yerimba. You can go for your class, ngachitufu class yo nenga future.
You guys, let's
betting. Nzije nkulimbe mbu baby salary. Kumbe ndikumu sente za muyindi.
You guys, let's also go through some comments. I have Kaitana here saying he supports a woman who supports the man. But as a man, he shouldn't be so dependent on the woman all the time.
Yeah, that's right. And I also have a comment from Daphne, and she says it depends on the situation. If he needs the money and you have it, then why don't you help the man you love? Wow.
We have Morgan Abu, one of our, radio presenters. he was so precise. He just said, it's just as simple as being able to spend on each other. Oh, another tegeza tea.
If I can spend on you,
You can spend on
you spend on me.
I also have a comment here from Kayari. She says she supports this, and mind you, she's in a relationship of her own, and she says she supports it because it shows that she loves and cares for the man.
Yeah.
We need such ladies in
My brother
He has
Brian, my brother Daniel here is saying it's very okay for a girl to invest in his man, though the man should as well invest, not only depending on the lady. By the way, most of the guys these days depend so much on the ladies.
Who said?
That's why I
Yeah,
said
because
yes,
you guys
no,
think
exist.
no,
Yes.
because you guys think we also have like other sources, so you
Other
guys do
men.
not want to like
Yeah, and
do your responsibility.
Omulenzi nga yakudde
Wait.
abatakwagala.
kati wulira okijjayo kyembadde nga ndoga nze nkimanyi okola nange nkola oshegera kati if you overshow again nti gwakola oshegera you are putting more effort okuteekamu sente kimanyi nze biba bimbowa to be honest tukesaana ebimbowa ndaba gwateekamu sente olinga ngula ti let's be in a relationship time comes nga interest
Nga
egenda
faabuza
efa
n'obugwebwa abakazi.
oshegera cause at least nange nzikiriza kugambye nti omanyi kibeibe ninawo omutwalo gwange naye tetusigenda nsobola KFC ere ya 5 kombo tugende tulye ene ya 1 kombo kifi kimu tukigabane oŋambe it is okay osega sisagala ondage nti nawe olina gumira awo osege wetuma nawe oli okoleeta ekyo obayira enjagala tugende cafe javas that's what we call love.
And I also have a comment from Hawa, and she says, Nayenga investing how, like giving him upkeep and stuff or something. But she adds on and says, if it's like a business and they're going to share profits with a contract, otherwise, I do not know what else investment could mean.
Well, Rich Auntie here says every reasonable and sensible man would want to see his woman look good on their bills. Nga mgwasa sude nga ndabika bulungi.
Her name is called Rich Auntie.
Rich auntie.
Tukomyawo tuyewongerako semuzaako
Rich. She's an auntie. You don't need to put rich.
Okay, I have another comment from Pomsky. She says she likes the idea that this entire thing of a guy doing it alone is pathetic. It's a thing for two, so there should be equal input.
Patience. Big up.
Support her.
And I also have a comment from Prosper, and he says, never, because in a relationship, the person who should take care of someone is not a girl, but a girl should give affection and love to her boyfriend. And the boyfriend can give money if he wants.
Good.
In relationships, it is not good to give money to each other. That's his point of view.
Abyonoonye. Because kati wabanga tuwali kuwa sente, how are we going to sustain the home,
He
the
says the
family?
man can give, but
Yes.
only if they want to. It is not by force for the man to be giving the
There's not-
money.
He's a
Fayogedeko
typical
ekya
person.
force.
Kati be bano abasajja bogenda osanga in marriage, you add his food with the sauce. Yeah? He will climb up the house, stand on the rooftop until the next day ng'akoze entondo. Reason being,
Wagase mmere
lwaki
never.
ogatta emmere? Eh? When you say mbuno, the man should give the man. My dear, what's his name? My hey.
When you-
Eh?
Tunaavaawo
The day a
dya.
woman will spend on you.
Last week we had Ivan Collins on the show, and today he has decided to comment. He's like, the problem is when a woman invests in a man, she starts thinking she owns him.
You're
Women
not
get
the table.
easily drunk with power.
Emancipation, like here, if you decide for me to
When you use
provide,
a table, does it mean that the table belongs to you?
No, the simple question is like this. If you oversleep in the garage, does that mean you're a car? This is the thing. When by the way they overdo it, when you break up, oyenze yamugulira jumper gyayamba.
Nedda si japa ekyo nakiriisanga.
Singa sinze singa tekiriiwo naye nga yakola ki?
But not every
Yagulira
lady
bucket ya
does that.
KFC.
Not every lady
No,
goes
apparently
lamenting.
women, I feel like if there's a chance of, that's why even there's this thing of when you break up, give half of your things to the woman. Like, okitegeere
The problem is with men. See, if you want me if you want the relationship to be 50-50, you give the money, I also give the money, then everything else is supposed to be 50-50. If it comes time to do the dishes and I'm weak, you're supposed to do the dishes. If it comes time to wash the clothes, we are supposed to bend down in that basin together because
machines exist.
I support that.
What if you do not have
If
machine?
you
By
do
the
not
way,
have the
There's
machine,
even
But why do you have
a
a woman
tweet
without
I
a
saw
washing
on Twitter.
machine?
you're not
On X.
supposed to be, giving me rules and all that.
Wait.
Don't dig in
Pamela,
fencing.
see, when you marry someone, towasiza maid.
Exactly.
Thank you.
Owasiza mukyala.
But you know the
and
thing
you love
with
the
poor
person.
men, the thing with poor men who love to be provided too. Baba nakamanyira ate babeera bafuga.
And that's
Omama-
very
The
stupid.
kind of man who is
That's
going
not-
to tell
that's not
you-
fair. Like
The kind of man who is going to tell you bring me food and you've separated it, you come for my plates, you do the dishes, you wash the clothes, but you are still the one buying the food.
Let me also ask. Let me also ask. Now, if my wife serves me food and I refuse to eat because she's not eating, what does it mean?
It means you love her.
But in
Because you're concerned she's not eating and you're
the
eating.
man could come.
So
he
she
sits,
said because of the other point.
Kosi nechirara. Nechirara. Kale, I really don't want to be negative, but nechirara chinza okubawo nti owatyanga waliwo kyatadde mu kiki.
No, it's not because of that. Actually, things about
Yeah.
things about relationship. My guys, what you expose on the first day, kyekigenda osalawo omukazi we. If you bring a lady n'omulaga nti wano nzaayala obuditi, relationship egenda abeera bwetu paka
Oli bwala.
Nedda oba olina okuŋŋambako nsobola ochoose.
That's why when I get married, I cook very well. But when I get married, njabirabira byonna. I don't know how to wash. I don't know how to cook.
Ojja fumba.
Josh.
Girls of modern society, akulidde modern area. Omusuubi yasaba okufumbira akugololera engoye.
Kati twogeza
Atima
amazzi.
amazzi.
Okoze enjala leero. Ne baddayo ne bagamba tandika okunyegu. Ate Uganda ngula omumanyi ogenda ovaayo ng'olina 3 out of 10.
Bw'abanga ngamba okukunya engoye ezo yasasudde ssente ezikoze enjala, I have no problem with that because I know they will provide more money for me to go back and do new nails. But if you're not providing the money for me to do the nails, why am I washing your clothes? You feel?
Everything money.
Exactly. Life moves with money.
Waliwo oyo omuwala abayagala ssente ng'alina ssente ze ng'ate azeteekamu. Then there are those ladies nga teyeteekamu nnusu ye ayagala nyunyunte gwe kyokka nga mwena muli mu level y'emu osegera. That's why men are broke because
That takes me back
ladies
to the
are
point.
oversucking them.
That takes me back to the point of ladies not wanting to date men of their level. They always want to date men who are a bit higher because
who's around like 3 years younger, just because I'm high, I'm up.
And then you come back and tell me your stories of heartbreak.
You'll find a guy younger than you by 1 year. And dude will have the money.
Kate, let me tell you this, Josh. Are you saying Pavin? I can decide to date Pavin.
Oh.
Because my point here. I may be dating Pavin because there's something special that I'm giving her. Or Shaggy. But when it comes to other things, trust me, every girl walwa mukina. Or Shaggy.
So yes, Josh,
but
your point.
By the way, but Sims out there, mwena jemuli keep simping.
Kati, but what down no government, my wife this and this, my lady this and this. Kino ekintu kirimu okutegeera. Two of you mwina okwetegeera. Osega omwana atagenda akuteekamu nnusu ye. She's not understanding you.
Exactly.
Kale, tukiteeka leveno bire gundi. Waliwo akatabo kali written based on the late England days, Victorian era.
I think like a man.
No.
Actually, it was a movie. My school. Director Naja Nabuza, who brought that movie.
But this is it, yeah? Usually, omuntu awandika something, let's say, if I write a book, How to Become Rich, kyokka ndi mwavu ate nga ngenda kakutunza
Motivational speaker.
motivation aba baavu let me even say it sometimes they need the advice they give to other people. That's the truth.
Louis, I'm not saying it. I quite am a motivational speaker. I started with one feather, now I have one.
So this is the thing. The book is written, I've forgotten the person, it's not William Shakespeare. It's even, in fact, it's a play. It's written in the Victorian era days. It's called, why am I forgetting the title? But anyway, whoever did Form 6 and Class 2023, something like that, 2024, those guys understand the book. It's a literature book. There's a character called Pinchwife. So Pinchwife, they're living in England as the main city. But Pinchwife says that he's not going to marry a woman with the mentality of those that are in the city. But he's going to go to the women that are not exposed that much. And that is the woman from the what?
Village.
Yeah.
They don't exist.
No, they do. Apparently, have you seen this meme whereby it's a hut, a family in the village? It's a hut, guys living in a hut, and they wrote on their hut, this one loves this one.
Yeah.
You've seen it?
Yeah.
Don't those people have life?
Now, let me tell you this, Josh.
She's looked up.
Josh.
Togenda kwata mukazi wa Kampala. Omutwale eri omweze little that is there.
Kankubuze Josh. Ova mchalo che?
Ndiwe mukono.
Aliwe mukono.
Yes.
Nange ndibera mukono. But my home district is Kumi. Though sifuna nnyo budde beera, but I've ever been in Soroti. Ojasanga omuwala we Soroti ng'ali sharp. Ng'asinga n'owawane mukono.
Soroti mu tawuni ewa.
Mu kyalo wennyini deep. Osege ojasanga omuwala we Nakaloki ng'ali sharp. Ng'asinga n'owe mukono. Nowadays,
so correlating love by then and love by now. And what has driven this love? Western things. This ebintu bya flag. Kyemmanyi mubimanyi. Oh my God, it's a red flag. Those things, yeah?
Not having money is a red flag.
Actually, there's something that she mentioned about, and I've started to realize that it is right. Of love, money builds love.
Yes.
And love makes money. Love makes money.
How? Coordination.
Wotandika okunyunyuta.
Omukazi are investing. Love is making the money. You're investing, and you're not investing, but then she has a vision. She's driven. You understand? Ne omukazi anyunyunta obunyunyusi nga talina kyazza. Bra, ojja kwesanga sigweka akola investments.
Naye y'okukudiza omutaddemu kyenkana ki, like how much have you invested for this lady to feel secure enough to be like this man really deserves
even me to invest in you. Kati kino bagawo kyalo mukitege, even me to invest in you. What are you giving? What are you providing to me? Waliwo bino nga love yakusikagana migwa oyagala te investing. That is time wasting. Lwaki mba investing nga tulisikagana migwa? We are not coordinating. So my last word to my guys abali eyo. One, wolabanga love gy'olimu muganda wange ya investing oteekamu akasente tolaba result duka nyiga left ekirala my ladies who are there tolina kyofira if you are investing in a guy, because number one is your guy. If you don't invest in him, no one is going to invest in your guy. There are otherwise girls there bakitegeera abaana b'e Kampala bategeera ekyo. They know what they call investing. Omwala asobola okuvaina nteekamu akakadde nga yalina kyayagala okitegera. Kasi mwabe mamazamba I don't invest in a man. Musajja akeera ku makya mutwale KFC. Second, tomuwa kintu kyayina. Give the man something that kyatayina. Nti my guy can't afford KFC. Can take him KFC. Okitegera. But oba okimanya I can afford KFC. Buli lunaku tugenda KFC. Ate nayo nojja n'ongamba njagala kuwa KFC. You have spoiled things. Twala cafe Javas. Make a difference that will call for the value of your money. As a lady, if you give me something that I don't have, I will value your money. But if you are giving me things that I have, I won't value your money.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, let's go for a short commercial break. And when we're back, we'll just continue with the feature events.
Chapter systems are offline. Worldwide protected. And all-time favorites.
Hey yo, vibes on vibe, yo, feel the vibe. We are entertainment, CBM Radio. We are that station that you're looking for, that your mama warned you about, yo. We are entertainment.
Add us to your favorites. Add us to your favorites.
Add us to your favorites.
And keep your browser locked.
Keep your browser locked. Yeah, this station's got soul.
Hey yo, CBM Radio, feel the vibe, man.
Yeah, this station's got soul.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back from that short commercial break. Today has been a really, really fantastic show with the
Yes.
most amazing question of the hour that has really, really had the tables shaking. Well, we really want to dash into the future events happening this month. And number one is the Connect Market Day that is going to be happening on 29th of March. 2025 at Motive Bugolobi. It will start at 10 a.m. and entry will be free. And oh, by the way, I need to let you guys know I'll be walking on the runway that day as a model.
And me and Josh will be there. He'll be sponsoring me that day, buying me things and all that. He has been here pretending like he doesn't give ladies money. He gives me.
He has to come. And well, we have the Seminole Fiesta, which will happen in May 31st, 2025. The location, the venue is yet to be announced. And we also had the third Icon Awards. When we say Icon Awards, that's movies, acting and stuff that will happen, that was announced to happen on 29th of March, 2025 at Kampala Serena Hotel. And we also have Her Impact. Do you have something to say about Her Impact?
No, apparently I have something else.
Her Impact happening on 28th of March this very same year.
All right. And on my table, I'm having these three things to put out. On Connect, I'm having a friend. I think she's having a table at Connect doing bracelets. Shout out to Celeste and all of you that want to reach out. She will be selling bracelets. I don't have the detail for the table she's using or the position or anything. And on the other hand, we are having Magnificent releasing one of its short clips after the release of Lukman Ali's short movie called Empty. So also we are having The Call, whereby we shall be integrating CGI effects with real-time short actors. So we pray that it's a huge banger for those that want to follow us. We are Magnificent Pictures, as in THIRGNIFI something. Magnificent.
Oh, yes. So guys, make sure you mark the dates and don't miss out because we have a lot.
So we shall be meeting again, same time, same day. This is the Switch.
Oh,
Today we are having visitors.
Before we leave, can we give you guys an opportunity to send your shout outs to, the loved ones?
I would love to send shout outs to everyone who has been viewing my statuses and contributing to this show. The segment before this was very, very hot. And it's all because of you guys. Thank you so much.
And Josh, do you have someone to reach out? No. Yeah, we are reaching out to Jay. We are reaching out to Jay. Anyways, we thank you so much for tuning in. Keep it coming, keep it hot every Tuesday, same time from the Switch, from your guy Josh and your girl
Mercy Wendy, your favorite bestie.
Yeah.
And it's a bye.
Bye.